I have a very special guest on today, him and his father. I'm so excited. Y'all know I'm gonna have to look at my notes so I don't mess this up. I have an intro and I believe in giving people flowers. So I'm gonna make sure that I get everything I possibly can in here. So today we're sitting down with a young star whose face you've definitely seen, whose name you're going to hear a lot more of. He made a powerful impact as leading the film We Grown Now, sharing the screen with industry legends Jurnee Smollett and S. Epatha Merkerson. Now, right now, he is turning heads as Will Hanlon in the hit HBO series It Welcome to Derry, part of the iconic Stephen King universe and directed by Andy and Barbara Muschietti. Now, I've known him since he was much younger through the Avery Agency, where he's represented by my partner and sister, Jara Avery. Hey, girl. He's here with one of his parents that manages his career, Cameron James, and we will be joined by his mother Tuesday shortly. So make sure you stick around for that. And we're talking fame, family, big roles, and what's next. Let's get into it. Please welcome Blake Cameron James. Welcome.
Lights, camera, action. Let's shine tonight. Big dreams, big names, and the vibe feels right. We talk passion, purpose, power, and goals. Stories you ain't never been told. It's the Demia Avery Show.
That was fire. That was nice.
I'm glad you like it. Did I do good?
No,
That was great. Great introduction.
Awesome. So look, before we get into this interview, make sure you hit like, share, and subscribe if you want to hear more entertaining stories like this. But you're not going to be able to beat this one. You probably won't be able to beat this one, but we're going to go ahead and get started. Now, again, like I said, I've known Blake since he was about 10 years old through the Avery Agency, and now the world is seeing him in major projects. Now, as a family, what does all this mean to you guys? What does it feel like for you guys right now?
Like for us, like we kind of just take it one day at a time. It's like it's kind of hard to do. It is surreal in a sense because he's just our son,
Yeah,
and but we know things have changed. When we get
right.
out, we see the people and they see him. It's different now. So
Yeah,
we're still getting used to that part of it. But for us, it's humbling. It's humbling,
yeah,
and to watch him grow and morph into, you know, this actor,
yeah,
that people are growing to love. And so for us, it's real humbling, and we enjoy it.
yeah. Well, what do you feel? How are you feeling, Blake?
it's really crazy to be honest. Like, I don't know, I grew up looking up to like a lot of people.
Hmm.
And so certain things like when it comes to this, like really like kind of meant a lot to me, and it's like surreal to actually achieve. Like for a long time, like when I was younger on TikTok, I used to
Uh-huh.
just like follow people just because they were verified because I felt like they deserved it. Like if I saw somebody was verified, I used to follow them. Like they definitely don't even notice. But then like I don't know, I got verified on Instagram and it was like dang, it was like really surreal. It was like dang, like God's blessed me so much. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's all really really crazy to see firsthand, and I'm just getting started. I'm excited to show the world what I have to offer when it comes to this.
Well, I understand that. Now, take me back, Blake. When you got the call that you're going to be playing Will Hanlon in It, where were you, or what was going through your mind when you got that call?
Wait, you on this one?
Well, he vaguely remembers this. That's why he's got me answering
Yeah.
this. Um, but I remember it because me and my wife were trying to figure out how we're going to approach this.
Hmm.
Um, because Pennywise was literally his biggest fear in real life. His
Mine too.
brother did something to him. His brother did something to him when he was younger, and that's a whole other story.
Oh,
It's
okay,
become
okay.
he's been traumatized ever since by Pennywise. So we were trying to develop the right approach to come at him and let him know he got this role. So I remember we were in the car And when I got the call, and I was asking him, did he know who Stephen King was? And he
Hmm.
was like no. And so I asked him, you know, you know the movie It, right? Like, and he was like, yeah, that's Pennywise. I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how he
Oh,
dismissed it. And so I was like, okay, I paused for a minute because I was like, this is not going well. So
yeah,
as we begin to talk more, I started asking him, hey, how would you feel about, doing a role with that? And he's like, Dad, I don't
yeah,
want to play those games, and
yeah.
so long story short, when we told him, he thought it was a prank, and he was being, because I think you had auditioned initially for another role,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
it kind of got confusing and lost in the sauce because it had been so long. So,
Okay.
um, um, back to, current, he was like, Dad, I'm not really feeling that. So, I was like, well, what if they paid you a good amount? He's like, ain't no amount of money in the world is going to make me get up there, So,
Yeah.
um, but he woke up the next day. He's like, Dad, I got to conquer my fears. And he's like, I'm gonna
Mm.
do, so I'll let him take it from there.
Yeah, I mean, filming with Pennywise definitely didn't disappoint. It was just as scary as I thought it would be. I'm sure we'll get into that later on in the
Oh
interview.
my
But
gosh. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
crazy experience, serial, the one of one. I have no regrets.
Now, okay, like you said, we're gonna get back to that. Now, this is, of course, like you said, Cameron, this is a Stephen King story with a huge fan base. Was there anything about stepping into that role that made you hesitate at all besides the Pennywise thing? Knowing how big it, knowing how big this was, or did you know how big this role actually was?
Yes, I did. Honestly, because when I was younger, like, I guess I wasn't like fully like thinking, but the fear was genuinely like an aspect. Um, I mean, thinking back, like, it's just a show, and it's just like it's TV and film, it's not real, right? But like, I don't know, I guess it was bigger to me back then.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, I don't know if I really had any other hesitations, to be honest. This is, I mean, obviously a huge opportunity, like you
yeah,
said, very, very big fan base, and I feel like it would be good for my career. So,
yeah.
kind of.
But how did it feel to be on the set when you finally got to the set? You started meeting the people, and you actually did you get a chance to see Pennywise put on all his makeup and stuff? Did that help you at all get over that?
I didn't see him put it on, no man.
No.
I don't even think I met him outside of the makeup. Actually, I just saw him like with it fully done.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, I wish I would have though. Honestly, that would have been a really cool experience.
yeah. Oh wow. I think I saw something on it was something on YouTube where they had Pennywise. They showed them how they put the makeup on and all this
The
other kind of
time lapse
stuff.
thing?
Yeah.
Yes,
Did,
ma'am.
did you see that?
No, man, I didn't see that. Not in real life, at
See,
least.
that
Like
helped me. Yeah.
on like YouTube, like you said, yes, ma'am, but not. Yeah,
Not in person.
unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, how about the other cast members? How were you guys, how was it being on the set with them? Was it fun? Was it stressful? How was it for you?
I mean, on offset, like it was always greatness. It was always overly fun with them. Like I made friends for life on the show. I still talk to all. I literally texted Tilly today. She texted me today.
Oh,
And I
nice.
talk to all of them consistently. So yeah, they're the relationships that will last for a lifetime. And on set as well.
Hmm.
Of course, it was fun, but especially with the show like this, that's really emotional, and
Hmm.
screaming, you're running, you're this, that, and the third. Um, it's impossible to not, have some kind of intensity when
Hmm.
going through it. And I feel like we all take our job seriously, so we wanted to deliver and put out a good product.
Hmm.
Um, which, I feel like we did. So yeah, it's always a level of seriousness when you actually like step on the set and everybody rocks in.
Yeah.
Yes,
When
ma'am.
let me tell you something. Of course, I knew that how great of an actor you are. But the little piece that I saw, because look, I'm a punk. I can't watch it. My sister Jaren watches the whole thing. I'm a punk, so I had to watch like little bits and pieces.
Yes, ma'am.
I thought you were absolutely amazing.
Thank
And
you.
I know, no problem. And I know that you're going to go even further. However far that you want to go, you're going to do it. So I'm glad you got over that fear and you were able to just tackle it and, and make a good impression on everybody. So that is awesome. No
Mhm.
problem.
Thank you
Now,
for saying that actually, because like I don't
yeah.
know with like how with just me as a person, I don't know, I'm like overly critical like of myself, like really in everything, but
Hmm.
actually with my job, like I don't know, I never ever really feel like I did good enough or like I
Hmm.
like actually did good on anything.
Yeah.
So far, maybe down the road I'll, feel that way, but I don't know, I guess it might be like a competitive spirit or just like always wanted to overachieve and just, do better and better and better. Like I don't even
Yeah.
like watching myself. I hate watching myself. I
I
can't do it.
understand that.
Like even like interviews and stuff, like I can't do it. I don't know. I'm like, dang, I should have answered this or if it's in a film or something like, dang, I should have done this look instead, or I should have focused in more on that or a different inflection on this one. Like it drives me insane. Like I can't do it.
Mm,
Um,
mm.
but
I
so
know.
yeah,
I get that. I get that totally because, but you know what? You're not alone because most creative people, they're like that. They're like that. I'm with you on. It took me a long time, even with doing the interviews that I do now. It took me a long time to look at myself because I was like, okay, I'm gonna pick myself apart. Like I should why my mouth curl up like this. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
ma'am.
So, so that I think that's great. And don't feel like you're alone in that. You're a perfectionist, and then there is nothing wrong with that. That again means that you care about yourself, you care about your craft. So we ain't judging you for that at all. So take it
Thank
easy
you.
on yourself.
Thank you. That's right.
Now,
That's right.
what I have to ask this because I know everybody's going to ask
Yeah.
this. Hey, I
Come on
see
in.
Tuesday. Hey, Tuesday, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. You guys, this is Tuesday. This is Blake's mother, so we're going to make sure that we talk with her as well. So I know everybody's going to ask me, what was the scariest moment on set?
I feel like from person to person it probably varies, but for me personally,
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna lie, when Pennywise jumped off the refrigerator
Uh,
like onto me,
yeah.
that yeah, that was
You was
different for sure.
you was like, okay, I know this is a film and all, but we we
It
gonna
put me
fight
in fight
this
or flight
out.
mode in real life, like dead serious. Like it's just crazy. Yeah, that was insane. Also in the sewers as well. That was pretty frightening. Yeah, a lot of moments, especially in a show like this, you're scared left and right. So
Mm, mm. Well, let's talk about something more positive. What was it like working with the director, Andy Muschietti? What was
yes,
that like
man.
for you?
You know what? I like seeing him work firsthand,
Hmm.
and seeing us work together firsthand. Like it really made me like realize why he was so respected in the industry.
Hmm.
Like I trust myself when it comes to the decisions I make, like with my character and with my line. I feel like I have with my lines. I feel like I have a pretty good judgment with it.
Hmm.
But he would like every time he would give me a note, it would be like an epiphany or like a revelation. Like he would be like, "Oh yeah, that was great, but like, what if you tried to do it this way?" Or like, "What if you did this instead?" And I'm just like,
Yeah.
"Dang, that's way better. Like that's so much better." And
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it made me realize that I have a lot to learn still, and he's just brilliant. He's just genius. I've never really had an experience with somebody like working with somebody that made me feel like that so many times into such a drastic effect. Like he is incredible. I really, really, really hope we get to work again.
Oh. Now,
So
is it something in particular that, like, maybe he left you with something that you will never forget? Is there something in particular like that?
Like a moment in particular?
Yeah. Or was it just all of it that you just were forgetting none of it?
All of it. Honestly, like one thing that is admirable with the show like Welcome to Derry that is so intense and scary, he
Mhm.
made the sets in the days feel so much fun. Like it was it didn't feel like you were running away from a killer clown. It felt like this is a dead job with like, the best people around. Like he's so incredible, man. I love Mr. Andy for sure.
Oh,
So
that's so awesome. Now, this question is for the parents. What is it like watching your son take direction for somebody at that level? Any one of you guys can answer that question.
So I'll jump in. I would say watching him take direction is you just want to make sure that he captures what the director is wanting. So I'm like, okay, I hope he nails it. Okay, does he make this inflection change? Does he make this look change? Does he raise the eyebrow this way or that way? Does he actually capture what it is that the director was trying to convey?
Yeah.
So once I noted or realized that he has done that, I kind of hold my breath and then I'm like, okay, he did it, because Mr. Andy, he's one that he's a perfectionist, but in a good way.
Yeah.
If he does it well and he feels like that Blake can do it better, then he's going
Hmm.
to challenge him to do that. So, and it could be just the smallest minute change. It could be something so small, but it makes a big difference in the overall, I guess, goal that he's trying to achieve for that particular scene.
So basically, you guys were a bundle of nerves over there. Were you guys just nervous when he was on set?
Sometimes I
Yeah.
think it depended on the scene,
Yeah.
something really big that he was involved in. Of course, you want your child to do well,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then you don't want them to have to retake and reshoot over and over and over and over again, where
Hmm.
your child is the one holding things up, for hours and hours, which that never happened, thankfully. But it's a thought, it's something that that comes to mind. So.
Now, let me ask you guys personally, did you guys at some point feel, either one of you feel like this is a lot? You know what I mean? Like all the this going to the set, staying gone for such a long time so that he can be in the set. And how did you guys, were able to be like, and you might have seen him like maybe he's tired and then, those kind of things. How did you guys deal with that?
I'll let you start with that one.
Mhm. Well, for me, the one thing that gave me comfort for him with this show and just acting in general was his confidence level.
Yeah.
Um, Blake has always been, he's very critical, as he mentioned. He's a perfectionist, but he's also really confident.
Hmm.
So watching him work with Andy and being on set, after I realized Andy was the coolest guy on the planet.
Yeah.
Like he's just really smart and really good at what he does.
Hmm.
And to make him feel comfortable, I was okay with that. And I started to see Blake be Blake. Blake always, he almost thinks like a director a lot of times. He sees things and he'll be like, Mr. Andy, what if we did this? Or Mr. Andy, and
Yeah.
so I was able to relax and say, okay, he's in his element now. He's in his groove. And so yes, it was a big deal
Hmm.
because it was a long shoot. We had the strike go on, so I think it ended up lasting over a year, back and forth.
Hmm.
And so when you look at the time, it can be a lot, and I think for normal kids, it may be too much. I always tell people, about getting in the industry, make sure your kid can
That's right.
mentally
Yeah.
handle
Good
this
point.
because it can be gruesome because it is work.
Yeah.
I mean, you see the glory side of it, but these kids put in a lot of hours. These kids worked a lot of hours and they worked hard, and there was a standard that they had to meet, and
Yeah.
so that can be taxing on a child if you don't watch them.
Yeah, yeah. Well, let me ask you, Blake, how did you feel? Because I know I mean, they're watching you and everything, but I know you had some days when you were tired as I don't know what. So tell us about some of those times.
I mean, I don't even know where to begin, honestly. I mean, it's a lot. Like it
Yeah,
really is. Like, I mean, I was what, 12, 13 at the time, probably. And that's a lot for a kid to do, working so long and so hard for such an extended period of time when we were filming for a while.
yeah.
So it definitely comes with a lot. But I
Hmm.
know God will never give me more than I can handle.
That's
And
right.
I mean, nothing's gonna be easy. Like if you want to actually like make an impact and change something, then nothing's gonna be easy. Like
That's
nothing.
right.
If you want to
Yeah,
be successful, then nothing's gonna be easy. So I feel like if you go into it with that mindset and you know, I mean, work is work. Like any job you have is gonna be difficult as well.
yeah, yeah.
And honestly, I'm blessed that I have this one. So.
I love that. I love that. Now I'm going to go ahead and go backwards a little bit to we grown now. Is that okay? So,
Oh yeah. That's ball knowledge right there. That's fine.
so Blake, I guess okay. Between we grown now and Welcome to Derry, do you feel that you've grown as an actor?
I do. I do. But like I said, I can never just appreciate myself. Like ever. I can't ever just be like, dang, Blake, you did good on this. I'm just like, I don't know. I can never just like give myself my flowers. But I do feel like from We Grown Out to Welcome to Dairy, I did improve, which is what you
Yeah,
want to see. They were years apart. If I didn't feel like I'd improve, I probably have some questions for myself. But
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yes, ma'am. I do. I do.
How about you guys? How about the parents? What changes have you noticed, like just in the acting, not on a personal level, but more so like in his acting? Do you feel he's grown a lot since his first role?
I do. I think one of the first few days when he got on set at We Grown Now, it was a pretty heavy scene. And gosh, he learned so much from Jurnee and Miss Epatha. They were just amazing to just for him to glean from. But
Hmm.
one of the first few days when Jurnee came on set, it was a really heavy scene. I think maybe a funeral scene. So she was locked in, she wasn't talking to anyone. She had her headphones in. She was literally just focused. And, I saw Blake watching her,
Yeah,
and I think that he learned from that moment when I have heavy scenes that are going to require emotion and things of that nature for me to kind of have to focus on that. I need to tune everything out. I need to block everything out and focus on my lines, how I want to deliver, what do I want the audience to see. And,
hmm,
and I feel like from that moment, something clicked in him because
yeah,
he had done a Christmas movie prior to that. And that was it was a few emotional scenes in that, but I feel like just from him being around Jurnee and just seeing her approach to the day,
yeah,
I think it helped him significantly. So I can say that I feel like he's grown a lot since then.
She's right about that. Honestly, I kind of thought she was having a bad day, like
Yes.
when she would be like locked in like that and really focused because like she wouldn't talk to anybody. Like she would have her headphones on, like her music, and just like really lock in on what she had to do.
hmm,
And I guess that's when I realized like this is genuinely an art craft and an art form. This is an art form, and this is like true expression. So you have to like genuinely put your soul in it. Like
yeah.
you can't
That's
just
true.
like show up and not care. Like it matters. It has to matter to you. Like what you're doing, what you're delivering, it has to matter to you. You have to make it matter. So
Love it.
yeah,
I
she
love
she
that. I love that. Now, let's be real for a second. With We Grown Now, Welcome to Derry, the Christmas movie that you were in, the people recognizing you everywhere now, and the girls. Let me tell you guys something. I have to say this. So, as you know, like I Tuesday, as I was telling them earlier, that I've known, of course, Blake since he was young. So when we start posting him, and then we start posting stuff for We Grown Now, in my head, and I'm looking, he's a boy. He's a little boy, and this and that. Now I go on his Instagram page, and I'm saying he's so fine. I said, oh my God.
all right.
How
Yeah,
does
I
that
see it. I see it.
you see it? So
I'm
how are you
crying.
guys?
Think you're embarrassed.
I don't really have a
Embarrassed.
comment on that. I
No,
don't
but
know.
how do you feel that not just that, but I just mean how do you feel that people are starting to recognize you now? Like when you go to the store or anywhere else, how does that feel for you?
Surreal. Like I said, like it's honestly a lot of this experience has been surreal, but like for somebody to genuinely, and it's kind of scary too, because
Mhm.
like I'm really like aware person. Um, like when I'm out and stuff like that, I'm always kind of like always looking like not on guard because like but like just like aware, just looking and
Yeah.
cognizant of everything that's going on. And still, it'll be times that like people come up to me and I just didn't see them. And that for me is a little bit frightening because like how long have you seen me and I haven't seen you? Like I don't it's a little, but I mean I know most people have good intentions, but even for the 1% that might not, like what are you gonna do? Like,
Yeah.
it's I don't know. But I guess that's a different, whatever. But yes, for me,
Yeah.
on the other side, it has been really, really cool and really, really surreal. Like I said,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a crazy position to be in. I'm so blessed.
Well, how about the parents? How do you guys handle that now that you guys are seeing the people know who he is now and all of that? How are you guys handling all of that?
It's for me, it's still taking some getting used to
Yeah.
because as I said earlier, to us, he's Blake, our son. But we, pretty much anywhere we go around here, we're gonna have some type of encounter. And so it still catches me off guard, and they're like,
Yeah.
and it went from his other projects, like, are you Blake to now it's like, you're Blake, hey Blake, so it's like they know who he is, like, and he can't
Yeah.
wear beanies anymore because he got so many pictures with beanies, so that don't work, so it's like,
Low key though, I don't think I'll ever. Well, I kind of am, but like with the like people like celebrities, I don't whatever. But with the people that don't like repeat fits and stuff like
Mhm.
that, maybe I'll get there one day. But you don't see me in a fit twice or two, like, multiple times. I don't know. Yeah,
So
uh,
funny.
but
Well,
back to what you were saying.
okay, so when you're not acting, Blake, and this is, I want people to know who you are because most people just see what they see. So when you're not acting, what's what is Blake like? What does he do? What do you do for fun? I guess I should say.
Thank you for asking that. Yeah, that was a great question right there. Thank you. I like video games.
No, you love video games.
Okay, yeah, what she said. I love video games. Lately, I've been on 2K a lot. I don't even know how many bills I have at this point. They're just taking my money. I need to be better with that. But um yeah, NCAA, I mean Fortnite sometimes, like I kind of play everything. Basketball, I love to
Mm.
hoop. I need to go hoop soon. Guitar, I've been learning guitar. I actually might do like a guitar video sometime soon on like TikTok or something like that.
Oh, you
And
playing. You can okay, little bit, little
a
something.
little, I'm like fresh learning. Like I can't even switch chords and stuff like that fast, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I promise. Um,
Okay.
music. I can talk about music. I can literally talk about music for hours. Like yeah, I want to do something where I can talk
Record.
about
Oh my
records.
goodness.
I like collecting vinyls. Music is so important to me. So important to me. Um, yeah, those are a few of my interests. Thanks for asking. It's great.
No problem. Now, how important is it for you guys to make sure because that industry can swallow you up. So how
mm,
important is it for you guys to make sure that he stays grounded and he stays his age if you understand what I'm saying? How
mm.
important to you guys is that for you?
Well, I'll say this, what Blake makes it easy, because he's naturally a humble person. So, um, the success and the fame has not gotten to his head. Um, but if it did, I'll be there with the needle to pop it,
Right.
but he's always been kind of like, he knows how he wants to treat people because he knows how he wanted to be treated when he looked up to certain people.
Yeah.
Uh, and so he's had good encounters and bad encounters with people that he looked up to. So he's always told us that he don't want to be that person.
Yeah.
So I think that's for me, he's been doing really well in that department, I can say. So for us, I haven't had really any concerns there because he's been the same old Blake.
And
Yeah.
Blake has always been really simple from a standpoint that he doesn't ask for much.
Hmm.
So whenever he does ask us to do something or for something, we normally, I don't want to say give in, but we normally just say yes because, Blake is content playing his video game and just hanging out with his friends that he's had since elementary school.
Yeah.
That's a great weekend for him. So he doesn't ask to do much. So he hasn't made it hard to stay grounded. He's been that. He is that. So that's a blessing. But like
Oh,
Kim said, if that were to change, we're right there, to make sure we bring them back. And we still go to church pretty much every Sunday together as a family. We try to keep our same routine that we've always done,
yeah.
so that no changes are just kind of drastic, and he start going to the left, to the right. We want to kind of stay centered. And
Yeah.
Well, and honestly, I feel like it's cool and good to be confident, but it's a different from confidence and arrogance. And once you start getting to the side where you like need to be humble and arrogant or cocky, like God can or prideful, God can and will take it away from you.
Yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
I don't know, God is really like shaped me as a person now. Not
Yeah.
because like when you're younger, you kind of just follow whatever your parents say or
Right.
whatever people think you should do. But there's a point in time where your parents aren't always monitoring you, and it
Mhm.
really is just like an integrity thing. Like it's just like it is just you and God. So are you gonna do this like because your parents are looking, or are you gonna do this like because it hurts God's heart? Like, I don't know. That's kind of a different convo, but like, yeah.
No, but it's an important convo. So I'm glad you said that. I love that. That shows you guys had great parenting. Great parenting,
Mhm.
and you're such an amazing young man. That is so awesome. Now I do have to ask you about your dreams. Dreams beyond Welcome to Derry
Uh,
and Growing Now and all of that. Now, if you can answer either one of these questions, if you work with an if you could work with an actor, who would it be? Or what's your dream role? One or the other.
Thank you for asking this as well. This is great. My favorite actor is Damson Idris. Well known for his role in Snowfall as Franklin Saint.
Hmm.
Man, I'll tell you, he that watching that show literally like gave me a new passion for acting and a new passion for my job. Like genuinely. Um, he just made me like want to go get it. Like he made me like I don't know, I can't even explain it all because I mean I've already been talking a lot, but like I don't know, he's the one for me. Also, Mr. Denzel Washington.
Oh,
Um
Mhm.
Well, of course, like who doesn't want to work with him?
right.
Join as well. I mean, yeah, I want to work with Mr. Timothy Chalamet as well.
Right.
He's really inspired me. I think he's revolutionizing the art of acting. Me personally,
Hmm.
um, but I am Mr. Dempsey Idris, man. I want to work with them so bad. That's my yeah, but yeah. And then Dream Role.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people talk about Miles Morales, and that possibility. And I've also seen like people saying how like he should be mixed with Puerto Rican and black because I'm pretty sure in the show I
Yeah.
mean in the movie, of course he's Puerto Rican and black.
Yeah.
Um and it's kind of funny because that's what I'm mixed with. I'm Puerto Rican and black as well. Like my what is it, grandma's dad? He's
100%.
100% Puerto Rican. So
Oh
yeah,
wow.
it's crazy. So that would definitely be a dream for sure. That would be crazy. That would be absurd.
That's awesome because I was going to ask you about that because I've been seeing that all over the internet.
Same. Yeah, I've
Yeah,
been seeing it
seeing
too.
that
Yeah.
everywhere.
I even
So
saw somebody like edit me in a Spider-Man suit. That was so tough. So
I know you was
on
like,
my snap
yes.
story, I think. Yes.
Now, when you saw that and you actually seen like, so it's one thing for somebody to say, yeah, he should play this and play that, but they actually did the character of you being that character. How did that feel?
I think about that a lot. Like, not just that in particular, but like the AI stuff as well. And like people like editing you onto things. I'm like, dang, that's me. And they actually took time out of their day to like go and do something like that. Like, that is just crazy to me. It blows my mind.
Yeah.
Makes me feel special, man. It does. Yeah.
Oh, that's because you are, sweetheart. Now, what advice I want to ask the parents? I asked the parents and I want to ask Blake at the same time. I mean, afterwards. What advice would you give parents navigating in the entertainment industry with their kids? Because we get a lot of, because of the agency, we get a lot of parents that are managers, and sometimes they don't know exactly what it is to be a manager. And because you guys are in a certain way right now, you got it firsthand. You know what it's like.
Mhm.
So if you had any advice, what would you give?
Mhm.
Um, I would say for them to make sure that this is something that their child really wants to do and not something that they want for their child.
Yeah.
Because, Demia, as you know, you get a lot of no's before you get a lot of yeses.
Yes.
And that's what I tell people all the time because people think that, we have this magic wand and we can just make their child an actor because Blake started so young and they're like, tell me how to get in, tell me what to do. And I'm like, it really was just, I don't have a formula for it. It
Right.
kind of just happened. We had kind of expressed some interest, and Blake could sing, and just so happened for the movie The Sound of Christmas, they needed a young boy who could sing, and it was fast, quick notice.
Hmm.
And Jared said something, and she was like, "Hey, I need Blake to sing a Christmas Carol." So we're like, "Okay," So so we videoed that, we sent it. She was like, "Can you do one more? They like it." So I was like, "Okay, yeah, sing something else." But you get a lot of no's, and your child has to have thick skin because it can devastate them if they feel like they're not good enough, and it could affect their self-esteem. So you just have to make sure that you can keep your emotions in check as well as the parent when they are told no, or when they are, passed over a role because their hair is different or their eye color is different than what the parent is in the show when they're trying to
Right.
get a look. I mean, that's happened, a few times.
Yeah.
So I would say just to make sure it's something that the child really wants to do and that the child has thick skin, honestly. That's my
Yeah.
take.
Okay. Well, you have anything, Cameron?
No, I was just going to say that I do, to piggyback off what she says. I really feel like it's your parents' job to know your child and know what they can and cannot handle.
It's true.
Um, like we have two boys, but they're polar opposites.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't try to put my oldest in this industry. It's a different animal.
Okay.
So, and I wouldn't try to put him in his industry. So
Mhm.
you have to know that your child can mentally take this,
Yes.
because what's more important, your child or your child's career,
Right.
acting career. So at the end of the day, I see a lot of parents that, to our point, to try to push their child into something that I'm not sure that they even know at this point. Blake was, we're a sports family, so Blake was, he's an athlete. He plays basketball and football, and he's really good at it. But he
Yeah.
had to give that up to follow his dream. This was
Yeah.
slightly more important to him. But we let him make that choice as to
Okay.
what he wants to do. And because of that, now we don't have any regrets or we move any differently because this is something he wanted to do. And
Yeah.
so for us, we have peace in knowing even when it gets hard, this is his choice. This is what he wants to do. We can always revisit if something changes, but right now, he loves to do this. And so, we firm believers, hey, your gift will make room for you and bring you before great men. And that's what acting has done for him. It has
Yeah.
really opened up doors. So we don't have a blueprint for success in acting. All we can tell you is that, hey, know your child, know your purpose and try to help your children navigate through all of that.
I love that. Now, Blake, how about you? No, that's okay. How
Yes,
about you?
ma'am.
What advice would you give to someone your age or younger? I don't know, that has dreams of acting?
I would say that the sacrifice is probably going to be bigger than you realize.
Mm,
Hmm.
mm,
Um, I know for me, it was like just dealing with things that you just never would even thought of. Like when you think of something like this that just never would have even crossed your mind, you're like, dang, this sucks too. But also like don't feel forced to do it as well. Like and don't really well, I say don't feel the pressure, but that's kind of easier said than done. And I still kind of feel pressure with stuff sometimes. But for me personally, like this is what I want to do. Like this is what I want to achieve greatness in, and this is what I want to leave my legacy in. And this is it for me. But
yeah,
if somebody just wants to do it casually or just do it for fun or just do it for this reason because just because they like it or just to like try like that's cool. It doesn't have to be like all in or
Mhm.
all nothing. Like it's up to
Mhm.
you and your brain and make sure like you're healthy with it, like with
Mhm.
the decision that you make. Like if you want to stop but you feel like pressure to keep going, just maybe take a break or something like that because you don't ever want it to affect you mentally to the
yeah,
point where you're burned out or you're just like you have resentment towards acting itself or you have resentment towards the people that forced you to be in it. Like, you just want to have a healthy balance with it, you know? It's good.
yeah,
That's
yeah. Now, I'd ask you guys some serious stuff. Now we're gonna have a little bit of fun that's not all serious. Now, on my show, I'm a old school lover of music. Okay.
Okay.
So I always ask my guests, is it Tuesday? So I always ask my guests different things about old school. So we're gonna play a short little game. Now I would imagine if Tuesday is the person that always has a lot of old school, she plays music. So I would imagine that Blake knows some of the music that right?
maybe, maybe,
Maybe.
maybe, maybe.
Okay, so we'll do it.
Slightly
We'll do.
before my prompt, slightly.
Oh, I'm sure it's before your time, but if you were anything like me, my mother played a lot of music, and people can't even believe some of the stuff that I remember from her playing. Yeah, so we're gonna play a little game, and it's old school, but it's not too old school. It's maybe like early 2000s. Okay.
Oh, that's
Okay.
not old school, Demia.
It's not too and look, I wanted to make sure that Blake might be able to Okay, so I'm gonna sing a little bit of the song, and you guys got to finish the line. Okay, you ain't got to sing it all out. Just finish the line for me. Is that cool?
We're
Yes,
gonna try.
ma'am.
Okay, all right. The first one. I like the way you kiss
You
me.
kiss me when we're playing the kissing game. I know that one. That one. Man, you put me on that one. Yeah. That's far.
Okay. The next one. Can we talk?
Yeah, I was just listening to this. Yeah, I want to know your name. Can
Okay.
we talk for a minute? Yeah, yeah. That's the fire.
No.
All right,
Okay.
I'm 2 for 2. We're 2 for 2. We're two for
Yep.
two.
That's for 2 for 2. Okay.
Yep.
This is the last one. You don't have to call. Mm-mm. It's okay, girl. Cause
Gonna be alright. Yeah.
you don't have to call. Awesome, awesome. So
Baby, it's Usher, baby.
see, I knew you would know some of this. Okay, real quickly, old school artists, who's your favorite? Anybody go first?
Classify old school.
Whatever you consider as old school.
Man, okay, if we talking 90s R&B,
Okay.
Joe's my guy. Joe's my guy.
Okay. Love it. Love it. Okay. How about you, Tuesday?
I probably got to go with Auntie Anita Baker.
That's
That's my
right.
girl.
Ooh,
That's my girl.
okay, Blake, what you got?
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I'm not too on old school. I mean, you'll catch me bumping like Rod Wave. You know, that's my favorite artist.
Okay.
But I would say New Edition
There you
would be
go.
my favorite old school.
Okay with that?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, Michael too, right?
That's right.
Michael Jackson. Why do I feel like he's underrated? Like in today's time, why do I feel like he's underrated? Like I told you, I can go on a tangent when it comes to music.
He can.
Michael is genuinely fire. Like even now, his music hold. All right, I'm gonna chill, but like Michael Jackson is, yeah, he's one of the ones for sure.
I love it. I love it. See, I knew you guys raised it right.
We tried.
Good job. Hey guys, so I'm gonna let Blake and his family get back to whatever they were doing, relaxing, chilling, doing your work, whatever it is. Any shout outs you guys want to do before we go?
Shout out to our other son, Chase. He
Hey,
is
Chase.
in college.
Dude,
I got to shout out to my boy. Yeah, he's working hard,
Yeah.
doing great things.
Yes.
Awesome. And of course, I want to give a special shout out to my sister, Jara Avery, over at the Avery Agency. Hey, Jara.
Jara.
All right. And look, you guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Blake, we wish you so much. And with your career and in your personal life, we just absolutely adore you. So we wish all of you guys just love, happiness, and of course, success. And we are out of here, guys. We'll talk to you later. All right. Bye-bye.
Talk to you later, Demia. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.